Hello, everyone. Here we are once again, reading from our book, The Journal of the Seeker. The real title of the book is The Seeker's Journal, A Spiritual Journey. It is basically just an experiment using techniques like dream control, ho'oponopono, meditation, and contemplation in order to see if there is any truth in the ideas of parallel dimensions or parallel timelines. Through the use of these various methods, we try to understand those things and to see if it's possible for us to experience them. And so we're going to pick up journal entry number 49. If you want to see the other ones, you can find those at our minds.com not our radio station, our minds.com platform, or you can find them at our YouTube channel. You'll find some information below. And so we begin with journal entry 49. The title, Gloom and Doom. All that I have heard from my guide is that all of this is going to fall apart. There will be no intervention by external powers. Nothing is coming in to save the human family, even though external forces are creating chaos, death, and destruction. The humans will have to do it themselves. Those on higher planes will not descend and get wrapped up in human drama, lest they should be trapped in it. The ones who are causing the destruction on Earth, the non-humans, have gotten trapped in the human drama themselves, thinking that they were superior, and their ways were, and trying to force human beings to adopt them. They ended up being trapped, because in order to create order in the human family, they gave up their higher ideals and adopted human behavior, which spiraled out of control and trapped them in this dance with human beings also. It's like a large man riding a pony across the desert saying, "My God, when can I get off of this thing?" While the pony says, "When will this guy get off my back?" That is the relationship between the real overlords of this planet, the real power behind the scenes, and humanity as a whole. They have been trapped in the desert of reality by their association with the human beings, some of whom thrive in the heat and the hate and the violence and refuse to give it up. Now we have come to a time where humans are going to have to give it up or just die out. That, whether right or wrong, is what is happening today. We have a virus sweeping the land, and people are arguing over money and the economy. A system based on profit over life has been developed and internalized as a religion in this nation and in many parts of the world. The system is even more powerful in this part of the world because it is the most extreme here. The country has been sold to corporatists. People with the mindset come from all over the world like pilgrims, visiting Mecca and being allowed to plant their flags there. The innocent and the just cry for help. The only help, however, is to come awake. Only an awakened individual who realizes that there is more to this life on earth than money and even the fulfillment of their dreams during this lifetime will live. They are non attached. They can let go of their hopes and dreams and learn the art of flying. When one learns that art and no longer fears the loss of food, clothing, shelter, or even self esteem, which often means being esteemed by others in our society, they can be hurt by no one. But there are very few souls who have the will, the desire, and the courage to do so. Entry number 50. Very strange night with strange dreams of being somewhere else. I dreamed that I was under attack. Something from far above me with huge pillar-like legs began to press down on me as hard as it could, trying to crush me. It was something that I had experienced before and was familiar with. As it pressed me, I somehow shifted my weight and got to the side of it, where I bit into it as hard as I could, ripping a large chunk of meat out of it. As it tried to ascend and get away from me, I gripped it and began to beat it and break its bones to pieces. I struck it several times until it began to fall apart in ruin. Then I began to pound it harder, almost into hamburger, as I heard screaming from above. Some people came brushing in moon suits, trying to attack me, and I pulled a weapon out and cut them in half. It seemed that I was in some lab or something, and these people were working in the lab. I could hear their peers rushing to help them and announcing, upon examination, that they were dead. I looked around and didn't see any of my guardians or allies anywhere. I was all alone as someone else, wearing a strange sort of spacesuit, rushed in to attack. I drew a large sword and shield, and we stood toe to toe fighting. I had a gun hidden behind the shield and pulled it out, quickly surprising the other person and shooting them 2 times in the chest and once in the head. My guardians still weren't there. As I began to drift toward awakening, I could hear voices saying that I was trapped in the dead zone and warning of the terrible injustices that would be heaped upon people in the name of the coronavirus. It was only much later that my guides and guardians appeared. I really didn't want anything to do with them at the time. They were not there when I needed them. They said that they had been blocked out and that they were there and I just couldn't perceive them. They said that they were helping, even though I didn't know it. I will believe them for now, but trust has to be rebuilt. Journal entry 51. I am still living between worlds, but my guides tell me there is no need to do so. They say there is no in between. There is no spiritual versus physical. There is only one extended world extending into a spectrum. The idea of dualism in my mind has become a prison. There is no veil we need to pass through. That is just a metaphor that is necessary in order to take the first step. Truth is that we are all one, and this universe is just one point of light. Even the in between two worlds don't exist because two worlds don't exist. It would be more accurate to say beyond two worlds. When one realizes this, and is beyond our dualistic way of thinking, one realizes that one's spiritual life is as real and valid as living here on earth. In fact, it is more valid because it includes living on earth, whereas living on earth is limited. And so I work for a deeper understanding of the world around me. I go on social media promoting books and classes. There is a lot of fear there and lack of wisdom. I wouldn't say lack of knowledge. There's plenty of that, but not the correct type of knowledge. Nothing that helps bring people to a place of peace or bring about peace in a larger world. People are struggling against themselves. They fight to reinforce the ideas they picked up from a power over society that has always been cruel and heartless. They think that the ideas of the society will save them, when the idea of the society is the very poison, making them ill. The medicine is the poison. Until people get out of that, nothing will help. The message I keep getting from my allies is that I am supposed to help only those who come to me for help and to let others go. I have finally decided to listen to that message. This means overriding the feeling of responsibility that I have for the actions of others, and only concentrating on my actions, and only worrying about the outcome of me. The final journal entry for today, journal entry 52. I keep having dreams about being watched. They're very lucid. I am in a place where I am actually talking with people who are planning to make great changes in the world. They keep telling me that this whole world is being remade and reshaped. I am also in a state where I can help with the process. Repeatedly, they tell me that I am finished spiritually and don't need to strive for perfection. They keep sending me the fire or energy of love and their concern for me and the world right now as if we can hold the fire within. So each day I look around and see the world bending and being reshaped, violently pulled like salt water taffy, as those who are evil try to hold on and twist and warp the world to such an extent that it will be worthless by the time they are removed. I am reminded of demons who want to destroy and twist everything that is beautiful before they are cast out just for the sake of anger and revenge. Today is a time when many of the leaders are hateful beasts. They are in the form of human beings, but demonic children of perdition who, like in the book of Jude, are the stains at the love feast, or clouds in the desert, withholding the water. I wonder as I look at this, why is this play being acted out? Is there something in the heart of the divine that had to act this play out over and over before it could free itself to become all in all? This is the story we read about the battle between Lucifer and Michael, and where 1/3 of the angels became driven mad with the beauty of a being who was so selfish and greedy that he felt that he should take the place of his own creator. In subsequent stories, they lied and created a false narrative that all of this came out of love for his creator and jealousy against the human being. But that seems a bit bullshit to me because anyone with a brain knows that the fruit of love is never pride and arrogance. Even this archetype has been warped and twisted by those who are like this creature as a way to create an out for his evil and selfishness. This is the world in which we live. Those like this archetype are still committing atrocities in the name of love and the false reason that they are protecting those who are vulnerable. Now there's a fire burning the earth. I am not sure if it is the fire of love. It is definitely something that purifies. The horror is that it is making people take responsibility for the actions that they and their foremothers and forefathers have perpetuated or permitted for centuries. Things are not looking good. Things will probably not get better anytime soon. I feel sorry for the coming generations. The souls hoping to be born into the opportunity to create a better world of love may just be born walking into a tree shredder. In fact, my generation, me myself, may even be marching into that tree cutter first. I know that the path to nirvana is hard, but it need not be as hard as it is right now. Even as I say this, I am of two minds. One says that it isn't that bad because of the outcome that will occur eventually. The other says we are really screwed right now, no matter what the outcome, and wonders how much pain and suffering will come as we approach the outcome. Even as I write this, my guides are constantly telling me that those who love and put their trust in their own divinity may experience the same thing as others, but they will not suffer. They will not suffer because they are not experiencing the fire. They are the fire. All that the fire is a clean, good response to the actions that have been perpetuated for many years. It is a ball of responsibility that should have been rolled down the hill long ago due to the actions of each and every soul on this earth. No new souls will come and have to suffer this. The ones in the past who have caused it or permitted it will be the ones who suffer. The others will stand strong in the fire and be the fire. In that fire, they will meet themselves and strive and thrive. All of this illusion will be understood as completely meaningless, and if those who trust will awaken and open their eyes right now, they will see that there is no future, there is no past, there is really no present, there is only existence. It has all been fulfilled. This is just a shadow. It is a memory where we all get a chance to dance the same dance that was danced at the beginning of this time cycle. It is simply a reenactment and nothing real at all. Thank you for hearing us, and we will be putting up other chapters of this book very, very soon. You can also find us under Om Prakash 1 at minds.com. Sign up and join. It is a social media platform that does not censor people. Visit our links below if you want to learn more about our coaching program, and visit our website. Thanks for being with us. Have a great evening, morning, day, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Namaste.